Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right, and welcome to episode number 5 of Why I Had to Leave This Beautiful Woman. If you haven't seen the first video, I put the link in the description box below. And I can tell by some of the comments on episode 2 on, some of you all haven't seen the first one. You need to see the very first episode in order for the rest of these episodes to make sense. Now for the rest of you, you know that this woman would get mad at me over the silliest things. And here's yet another one I call Frozen Chicken, Frozen Brain. Back in 1990, I lived in Tampa, Florida with this woman. Aside from her psychotic mood swings, everything else was fine. We never talked about who would cook or clean or do any of the household chores. When something needed to be done, one of us just did it. And our household ran like clockwork. Usually, whoever got home first started cooking. And either the night before or in the morning, we would decide what we wanted to eat for dinner. And whatever meat it was, we would take it out of the freezer and put it into the refrigerator so it would be thawed out when we would get home. One particular night, she was already in bed. After I got in bed and got comfortable, she rolled over and said, "I want chicken for dinner tomorrow, so don't let me forget to take it out of the freezer before we leave to go to work in the morning." And I said, okay. The next morning, we both left the apartment and forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer. About 2 hours before I was about to punch out and head home, she called me. "Did you take the chicken out of the freezer before you left?" "Oh man, no, I forgot. I told you to remind me to take it out," she said with an attitude. "It's not a whole chicken. If you get home before I do, just put it in some hot water. It'll thaw out within an hour." "That's beside the point. You were supposed to remind me." Now, I don't know if you all are paying attention, but she didn't remember either. Is she mad at herself too? Who made me the king of remembering everything? And why are you excused? You didn't remember either. I snapped back. She hung up on me. Now, we usually eat dinner around 7 o'clock. Well, I got home about 6 o'clock, 45 minutes before she did. I put the chicken in some warm water and I took a shower. By the time the deep fryer was good and hot, the chicken was thawed out because it was wings and legs. It wasn't a whole chicken. She came into the apartment and went straight into our room with a frown on her face without saying a word. About 15 minutes later, I heard her taking a shower. By the time she got out of the bathroom from showering, dinner was ready. The time, 7 o'clock. Just like any other day when we would remember to take the meat out of the freezer. Fried chicken, corn on the cob, string beans, and cornbread. She sat down and ate, not saying a word to me. The only time she spoke was when she spoke to her daughter. And her daughter didn't even realize anything changed because dinner was ready at the same time as usual. She was sitting at the table eating with an attitude. And she had an attitude with me for the rest of the evening. She went to bed mad at me, and once again, for the umpteenth time, she didn't speak to me for 2 days, even after I got dinner ready on time. Unbelievable. This woman would find any reason to be mad at me. And me being young and naive, I thought when they said relationships was hard, this is what I thought they meant. Now I remember my parents disagreeing, but they mostly went in their room to fuss at each other. And my father, he worked so many hours, him and my mother didn't spend that much time together anyway. I mean, seriously, she was mad at me for forgetting to remind her to take the chicken out of the freezer and didn't talk to me for 2 days behind it, even though I still got dinner on the table at our usual dinner time. I wonder what she mad at herself for not remembering. Then again, she wasn't talking, so maybe she was giving herself the silent treatment too. See, back then I was about 25 years old and I knew that people had their hang-ups, but it took me too long to realize I deserved better than what she was offering. But hang in there, in the next episode, I did leave her for the first time, and you get to see how she reacted to it. And I call the next episode, the 12 Midnight Phone Call. Ladies, don't think for a second a good man won't leave you, because no matter how much he may love you, in the end, he will choose his peace over you. Hey, somebody to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.